up, guys? Today we're doing a review and test ride of the Honda Tact. This model comes from 1987, and today we're going to review it and have some fun test riding it around Thailand. Alright guys, first we're going to start out with some specs. This Honda motorcycle costs about, I would say, 2,000 baht, which is $60. These tires, I get them fixed for 150 baht, which is $5. Maintenance just requires an oil change like every 2 months. Well, I don't really change the oil, I just pour the oil in. So that's all you got to do every 2 months. So maintenance is real low. Got to pump up the tires every 4 weeks because if it gets too low, this is built for speed, and so the bottom of it will hit the speed bumps around town if you don't keep up with that. So low maintenance, high speed, built for daredevils like me. The lowness to the ground just makes it an aerodynamic force of nature throughout Thai roads. This bike is an iridescent white offset with a roadkill red with black detailing. The length of this bike is definitely less than 5'11" inches long. This is a vintage make. I mean, they don't even make these motorcycles anymore. You can't even order parts online. That's how rare and valuable this motorcycle is. Honda stopped making them in like 1988 because they went for a more sharper design on the front here. All of a sudden it was a corner instead of a nice curve. And honestly, I like the curve better, so I think they made a mistake. The engine, which I think is this thing, is probably like a 2 to 4 cylinder engine. That would be my best guess. This engine gets this baby all the way up to like 40 kilometers per hour. So super high power, probably 2 whole horsepowers in this engine. This tank takes me about 120 baht to fill up. And since a liter equals like 40 baht, I'm gonna say this tank holds 3 liters. So a super big tank gets me around in rural Thailand for like a whole week. The front tire is a 3.00-10, and the rear tire is made in Thailand. I'm gonna say that's also a 3.00-10. Oh wait, no, they have different treads. Let's get a closer look. Oh, this one's a D795. Whoo, super heavy duty. Its dry weight is probably like, I'd say like 150 pounds. And its weight with me on it is a lot heavier. I'm gonna guess this thing has about 3 pounds of torque, a right lean angle of about 5 degrees, and a left lean angle of 4 degrees. Based on how I fill up every 5 days, and it costs about 120 baht, I'm gonna say it gets a fuel economy of about one liter per 10 miles. It has a handlebar mount and gauge with a handle big enough for an iced latte. These two mirrors are actually new additions, while this bike comes from 1987. These come from 2018, so those do not come with this exquisite bike. The gauge goes up to 60, but in actuality it probably goes up to 40. It has a little speed thing that turns red sometimes when I make it up to 40, and I'm not sure what that means, but nothing's happened so far. It has it in kilometers per hour, and apparently this bike has ridden 50,000 kilometers, so that's quite a lot. It's got a fuel gauge and also an oil light that never turns on, and also a turn signal. This is the blinker signal. Oh, you probably have to turn it on. We'll do that later. Some other detailing done to this motorcycle were several Disney stickers. This one includes Daisy Duck, Mickey and Minnie Mouse, and also Donald. A nice USA Garfield. The Honda stickers, Honda Tact, full mark. The front basket has tons of room, probably like could fit at least 5 stuffed animals in there. So very convenient to carry things. Inside the motorcycle, quite a good amount for all your most important possessions. This bike also has adjustable leg room, meaning if you move your butt back, there's more leg room. Super sturdy kickstand. I mean, look at that. That thing's not going anywhere if you don't want it to. So, let's take a test ride. Alright, first let's turn this thing on. Listen to the motor. Oh yeah, this baby just purrs. That's a beautiful sounding engine. Literally screams king of the road. Motorcycle comes with a 0 to 60 speed gauge, but it only makes it up to about 40. It's got turn signals, which the turn light comes on. It's got headlights, which don't work because this is an all-green bike. No wasted energy here. It's got a horn. Pretty sure that's in the key of F minor, but no one will mess with you on the road with that horn. Listen to it. Just screams fear me. It's got this also. I don't know what that is. I think it's another headlight. Oh, look, the headlight's on. Great, my headlights work. And oh, it's also got a little compartment here for all your storing needs. See, just really spacious storage on this bike. It's incredible. You get so much value for your buck. The brakes are right here. These are G40 brakes or something like that. And that's about it. Let's take this for a ride. Now, one of the first things you'll notice on these bikes is how much of a smooth ride it is. I mean, the suspension on these things is just incredible. It's so lightweight, it's so agile, it's so low to the ground. You feel like you're sprinting through a field of gazelles instead of riding a motorcycle and grabbing that gazelle by the horns and just riding through nature, because that's what this bike feels like. This bike is super bare bones. As you can see, you've only got a speedometer and a fuelometer, and that speedometer is sitting right below 40 kilometers per hour. That's about the top speed it goes, but that's perfect for the minimalist like me who doesn't want too much and too little. Too many decisions gives you anxiety, and me, this is an anti-anxiety bike. I can only go 40, so that's the speed that I go to. You'll also notice that we're taking a few bumps here. These Thai roads are bumpy. They're often filled with Komodo dragons or dead birds, and this bike just rides over them like a dream. It can really handle any situation, any tree, any bump in the road, as long as it's not above 7 inches, because then it'll hit the bottom of the bike. So you gotta watch out for that. Only small Komodo dragons, not big ones. We're coming up on some turns here, and you'll really see how well that 4 to 5 degree turn angle works. It's just such a smooth ride. Even the bumpy roads, they give you some muscle relaxation. It's almost like a free massage. That's an added benefit to this bike. It really just drives so smoothly that you might wonder if you're honestly on a motorcycle or on ice skates. As you've seen before, it obviously handles well on dirt roads as well as throughout Thailand traffic. It's perfect for weaving in and out of the other Thai motorcycles, of which there are literally thousands of them. You won't be caught unawares on this motorcycle because it's so agile and versatile that it can slip into any corner, which is super necessary when you're driving in a developing country like Thailand with abundant motorcycles who just come in out of nowhere. With that test drive over, we'll head back to the trees, back to home base, but my goodness, that was such a beautiful ride. This bike, a 9 out of 10 on handling, 10 out of 10 on fuel economy. I mean, I only fill up for $4 a week on gas. 10 out of 10 on luxury. The handlebars are really spacious and I can always fit my drinks on it. There's tons of storage space in both the seat and in the basket for anything that you need. It drives really smooth, and there's a free butt massage as you drive because of all the vibrations. So that's a really nice added feature. If you'd like to buy this motorcycle, Well, you can't. It's been discontinued, so maybe you could find it online. But to be quite honest, I've never seen another bike like it anywhere in Thailand. Everyone tells me they can't believe it still runs, but it does. It does, and it runs awesome. So I would highly recommend you buy this bike specifically if you can find it, but it's doubtful because a lot of people want this bike and it's awesome. Thank you for coming to my ratchet review of the Honda Tact 1987 model. I hope you enjoyed it. Adios.
This video was sponsored by Daniel Patricio.